A disclaimer before the video starts. I know I sound like a broken record, but I can't stress this enough. Do not take this as a call to action of sorts. Do not use my video as an excuse to attack the subject of this verbal lashing. Do not harass anyone mentioned in this video. Do not hate brigade their content. I don't approve of that, and that's not what we're here for. I am not afraid or ashamed to turn my anger against you if I find you doing it. Any and all statements said in this video are strictly for comedic purposes unless stated otherwise. Thank you in advance. Now let's begin.
Go to law school just so that I could be my own lawyer.
Here, I am trying so hard here.
Damn it! You're a piece of shit, Epistle! A real piece
Shove it up your ass, cunt! Shove it up your fucking ass! You don't get to verbally abuse someone after you lied to them! Get your mother! Get your fucking mother!
You let me fucking Tony, and you are a kill yourself! Why would you do this to me?
Calm down.
Why do you hate me? You fucking...
You know what?
I want you!
Calm down.
Leave me alone!
Just said I hated you.
Duck. Click on their profile and click mute.
Leave me alone!
Server mute. They won't listen otherwise. What they're doing is shouting down.
Get the fuck up!
No.
Shut up and let me...
Shove it up your ass, Allison!
The following announcement has been paid for by the
Shiten Shitsuru?
Hello there, my not-so-lovely legionnaires. It's your one and only retired victim-blaming former crack addict, Shiten Shitsuru. You're too kind. This is something I wanted to do for a while. Do a couple of streams on this absolute moron, then do one big giant commentary on this Weird Al Yankovic looking walking stick. Before we get started here, I want to add in that this video is not a comprehensive history video on Sonicphobia. This video is just to call out the heinous actions they've done against myself and my friends. If you want full comprehensive history, I think it's imperative that you look into the documents made by Doodles Gin and Abyssal Grey. A lot of the informative information will be coming from both of those docs, which will be linked in the description below. Huge shout out to Gray and Asanoki P for providing screenshots whenever they could if I didn't have them. Their help on this video is very much appreciated. Now I already know what you're going to say. You're going to say something like, Shiten, you promised this video over 2 months ago and even opened up a new account for this video. And here's what I say to that. I'm a multifaceted person. I do a whole bunch of other stuff in my spare time. And frankly, I am tired of talking about Allison. This might be the last thing I make about them before I head down to Connecticut and hit them with a car. That was a joke. Don't take that seriously. In all seriousness, I know that I said I opened the commentary account just for this video, but the thing is, I've already carried my main channel to 158 subscribers and this one to 105, and then I have a third that sits at 20 that I just use to make shitpost music. I don't have any real plans for that, so if you want to subscribe to it, you can. If not, leave it at 20. I really don't care. That channel's just for me. In all honesty, you might as well use this channel for something else anyway, because I don't think I have that many Heaton videos left to re-upload. You can thank my good friend Duplex Does Art. They recently put out their video on Blackish saying that them and another friend of mine, Doodles Jin, needed to be killed.
And about you, even though it's like they lied about you and said horrible things about you, you just post my username. You're fucking terrible. You should be.
Yep.
And me, even though I had this video idea in the back burner for the past 2 months when I announced it originally, I'm an idiot slowpoke who needs a bit of pep in his step. No, you weirdos, that does not mean I'm trying to one-up Duplex's Blackish video. Don't even think about it that way. Take this more so as a motivation for me to actually get off my ass and do this video. But now, since all the preamble's out of the way, why don't we get this video rolling? For those of the uninformed group, you may be asking who PuddieBlackcat, better known as Sonicphobia, and also known as Alice Made Black, actually is. Now, with a show of hands, who can tell me they actually know who Puddie is? I said Puddie, not pudding. PuddieBlackcat, also known as Sonicphobia, is a YouTuber with over 1,000 subscribers who's somehow scared of Sonic the fucking Hedgehog.
Kind of scared of clowns. The face paint creeps me out. I used to be scared of Sonic the Hedgehog, like, as a kid. Because when I was a little one, I used to watch these old Disney movies, right? Like, yeah, you know the type. The ones where all the villains have green eyes. And I've automatically linked green eyes to being a villain, and that was not my smartest move. Like,
Puddie is also a fanfiction writer. A really horrible fanfiction writer, whose writing skills are equivalent to that of Chris Chan. So let's talk about it. I've covered at least 2 of their stories on stream. One titled Ressin' Cheesecake, where Barnaby, a dead ghost owl, who Puddie will not shut the fuck up about, from the video game Billy Bust Up, a game that Puddie will not shut the fuck up about, is framed for a lot of the murders that's been going on around town. But apparently it's not his doing. The whole thing never gets resolved, and Puddie writes the story from the perspective of their cat. And another titled Death and Autism, where Barnaby again, because Puddie is obsessed with this character, is constantly kidnapping Allison like a damsel in distress because he thinks Allison is his daughter Octavia. I'm not 100% certain, but that may or may not be a Helliverse reference, as some owl demon in Has-Been has a daughter of the same name. Don't quote me on that. Now, in Death and Autism, there are multiple real-life people and real-world locations that Puddie has been to and known, such as their brother, mother, college friends, and even the actual campus itself, because they don't know how to make anything up. This is also how we discovered their name is Alice May Black, not from somehow wizarding your email like you like to claim. As a person, they describe themselves as a pan-ace and gender-fluid individual who has a bad habit of stalking people, lying, manipulating any situation they're in, and loves to complain about being the victim of a drama they started. Keep pan-ace and gender-fluid in mind, because Puddie likes to add that they're not interested in sex. As a matter of fact, the quote-unquote sex repulsed, yet is a known fact that Puddie has made multiple sexual harassment playlists on Doodle's Gin, and has now left an anon on Abyssal Gray's Straw page about the has-been hotel character Valentino raping a character by the name of Alistair, and Jesse sitting there crying about it. This also shows the level of hypocrisy Allison has, because when I did to them what they did to Jesse, they acted like I'm this weird creep and pedophile. It said I deserved to have my Twitter locked because I made a rape joke. Ooh, shiver me timbers. This means we have to talk about the Black Griffin situation. Let's quickly gloss over it. I'll paraphrase it from what I know because I looked pretty deep into the situation and formulated my own opinion on the matter. A side note, this isn't being said to relitigate anything. I'm simply stating the story as we know it. If you're a BG stan and get offended by anything I say, kill yourself expeditiously. That one was also a joke. Don't do that. Please don't sue me. But basically, Gabriel C. Brown, also known as Black Griffin, is a voice actor who's married to Claire Corlett, one of the voice actresses for My Little Pony. That doesn't sound too bad, right? Until you look at the age gap between the two. Gabriel was born February 1990. As of the recording of this video, he is 36 years old. Claire was born in July 1999. Also, as the recording of this video, Claire is 26 years old. They met when Claire was a minor, as Gabriel was apparently a family friend. Yikes. Claire can claim she wasn't groomed all she wants, just because they got together by the time she was an adult, but if you ask me personally, I wouldn't do anything over 3 years younger than me. And besides, look at him. I can tell a rape face from 1,000 schoolyards away, my dude. People have come out against Gabriel, saying he's a child predator among other allegations. People are claiming his wife is a victim of him. Let me just say now that Claire has adamantly refused that she was groomed, before Puddie tries to attack me for lying. One said person is a Twitter user by the name of Destiny Doodles, who stated that Gabriel sent her a pic of his genitalia when she was 13 and he was in his 20s sometime in the early 2010s, and scared her into deleting her Twitter account. Now Sonicphobia, a ravenous Gabriel C. Brown fan because he's the voice of Barnaby, decided to fight for his innocence and made a call-out document attacking Destiny. Puddie has also started attacking my friend Doodle's Gin, simply because the fact that she's friends with Destiny, which made our mutual friend Abyssal Gray jump in. Domino effect, that doesn't matter. Point being is that Puddie claims they're innocent in all this when they attack Destiny. Brony Fandom, aka Bonk, should also be mentioned. Yeah, you know, the guy who horribly handled this situation. Yes, the same guy who also messed up the Saberspark situation, who honestly needs to leave the internet because he wants to do things to his mother. Fuck him, this video isn't about him, only bringing him up because he is a so-called anti-Griffin, which is what Puddie calls their detractors. And since Gray, Jesse, and myself are detractors of Puddie's, they constantly spread misinformation that we're in cahoots with Bonk. Even going as far to say that Gray and I are in a menage a trois with Bonk.
Okay everyone, look at us. The boys are back together, but Napoleon is still dangerous, so we need a plan. Any ideas? Ooh, I know. No, forget it. That's stupid. No. I've got it! When he approaches, we run away. Genius. He's a genius.
Mind you, Gray and I are friends only. I'm single and very picky choosy with partners, and even if I were in a relationship with someone, threesomes are off the table, point blank period. They have been stalking Jesse and Gray for the better half of a year now. When it comes to me, I initially interacted with Puddie shortly after becoming friends with Gray & Co. in November 2025. A few months into opening the Shiten Shitsuru accounts, Jesse came to my DMs and weird me about Puddie and the things they've done, and asked me if I could cover them. I responded the only way I know how, by spamming their inbox. Now, I don't encourage that. Don't do it. I will find you if you do it. Do as I say, not as I do, okay? I'm a professional troll, you're not, you're probably gonna fuck it up. But Puddie is so easy to mind fucking dunk on. It's ridiculous. I've been dunking on them since November. It looks a little something like this.
Chalmers, Cole, James! Whoa!
Puddie also, for some reason, has a problem with the fact that I parodied disgraced former YouTube commentator Shiten Shitsuru. But I don't care about your opinions on that, Allison, because the people who Shiten directly affected think I'm goddamn hilarious. You are not affected by Shiten, you are not a commentator, nor a part of the SEC. So, again, shove your opinions up your ass. Let's talk in depth about Puddie's fanfictions. As aforementioned, I covered 2 of them on stream, Deaf and Autism being the more egregious one. Because as I stated before, Puddie has a real bad habit of putting in real life people in real life locations. Very Christian-esque. But anytime they're called out for it, they try to pull the "it's just a story" defense. Their fanfiction is also apparently supposed to be some ARG, some big mystery to find out who Sonicphobia actually is, even though that's not how ARGs work. Now riddle me this, in any context, would you, the viewer of this video, personally believe it's okay to write about a fictional death of your sibling? I felt my brother's strong arms wrap around me right before he threw me at the axolotl. I was about to grab my brother when I heard something like someone being stabbed. Dave froze, his eyes widening. He glanced down at his fatigues, which were stained with blood. He stared at me, then down again. He gingerly touched the growing red stain in his military fatigues. "Allison, go home and tell Mom I died bravely," he said, collapsing to his knees. The color drained from his face as he fell down. "I see, Daddy. My time is here," he rasped. Before he took his last breath and said this, "Tell Mommy and my girlfriend I died protecting you. I love you, Allison made black." Then his eyes stared past me as I flew away, forever staring at nothing. His face permanently etched in a small smile as the color and life slowly vanished. Part of me was laughing as my brother stared at me. My brother was never going to be blinking again, or teasing me again, or breathing, or loving. I know that David was an asshole, but he was still my brother. I loved my brother even if he was a stubborn asshole sometimes. Memories of David and I roughhousing together came flooding back. Memories of his team and degenerate. They wondered him giving me out of the swamp. I was set and stayed behind some teens. I had zero idea what I was going to do with his girlfriend. Since, sorry, my brother died to protect me from a murderous ghost girl. It's going to sound insincere. I know that I can never forgive myself. That horrible ghost elephants. I screamed at the top of my lungs as we flew away. David is in fact the name of Puddie's real-life brother, who is very much still alive and was active in the Marines, just like in the story. Puddie, where does the line draw for you at real life and fiction? That is a genuine question I'm asking. Even in the beginning of the story, Puddie threw in the names of their actual college friends, one of which I will not name for safety reasons, had reached out a while ago to Gray and I, and asked if their name was in the story. The most egregious situation in Puddie's fanfictions, though, is Jesse McMechanic, which is a god-awful name, which is obviously Doodle's Jin. Jesse McMechanic is incorrectly labeled a homewrecker and violently killed by a snake biting her in the ankle. Puddie is constantly trying to claim that Mick Mechanic is a character they came up with a long time ago, even finding old artwork from quote-unquote 2015, which one of the people in my group called Cap, because the metadata of that picture Puddie showed was not from 2015, but 2025. While it's on my mind, let's talk about Asanoki P for a bit. Asanoki P, aka your local Duck Lord, is a Tumblr user who used to be friends with Puddie. He did an interview type stream with Puddie where Puddie fed him nothing but lies, not telling him the heinous shit they did on their end, and made him look absolutely stupid. After he did the stream, Gray and I fired up our own, and he reached out to us. Puddie did not like this. even going as far as to pretend on an alt to be an anonymous user to their Gavin the Ghost Loot account and ask about poisons, such as fucking antifreeze, and even suggested Duck take said poison. Puddie blames Duck for the epic clash out Puddie had. You know, the one you saw in the intro. That was from Gray in my interview with Duck. Puddie claims Duck forced them into a debate stream with Gray and I, but I slapped that theory down because I noticed that Puddie was sitting in voice chat for over 40 seconds with their camera on. So to me, their crash out seems a little bit more performative than you would like to believe. Allison, you can claim that you were just sitting in there waiting for Duck and Barry all you want, but my point still stands that you were in the voice chat waiting for us, because you didn't leave when you saw the words, Gray is here, and welcome Atari/Shiten Shitsuru, say hi. But instead, you stayed and gave us the legendary crash out, and now are slandering Duck, saying he forced you to do a debate stream, when that's not the case, and Duck has put out evidence multiple times debunking you. Roll the next section, please. Now it's time for the main event. This is the original inspiration for this video. Puddie did 3 streams and I downloaded them all. The first and third one I watched on my streams. The second one I promised to cover on a video. This is said video. As if we don't already know that we're 21 minutes in. This is a stream called Recontextualizing, where Puddie repeats himself like a broken record after their interview streams with Asanoki P. Who shouts out to him because he reached out to Gray and I on our stream immediately after theirs. This is a bit long, even after editing it, I cut it down enough without cutting out our integral commentary. Bear with me here, you'll survive, or if not, if you can't, here's the timestamp you can skip to.
Oh, by the way, I archived that one Puddie video.
Yeah, the Black Griffin one?
Yeah, the why I defended Black Griffin. And I made sure to put the entire message that's been, like, span out into 6 different comments.
Yeah,
all into one message in the description.
Yeah, I was watching that at work. That's what I was reacting to. Like, why the fuck would you bring Barry into it?
Because they're running out of excuses!
Like, that video was seriously actually pissing me off.
I reacted to it with Francis, and, like, Francis is like, then why? Those recordings have nothing to do with what? Huh? Her honest reaction. Oh my gosh, the earphones. They're so close to becoming Sonichu.
Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot. This is the stream they muted themselves. So they let it run for like a full minute without noticing they muted themselves.
I mean, you could technically ad-lib what they're saying here.
I think Duck and I were in the chat under alts telling them they muted. I think. And they didn't even notice.
Imagine a whole stream where they forgot to turn on their mic.
Three, they haven't noticed. I think this is also the stream they said they wanted to be their own lawyer because of the fucking purple hoodie. It's the same one.
You could take the entirety of the clip where, like, they're, like, muted and use it as, like, joke fuel. Now listen, Your Honor. I could totally be my own lawyer and defend Black Griffin, but you need to give me egg and bacon cheese McMuffins from McDonald's. Their hands are bigger than their face. Just want to grab Brownie Fandom
2 minutes
by
and
his
14
hot dog.
seconds. 2 minutes 20 seconds and it's still muted.
Oh, Black Griffin. I love your hot dog. I can't. Brownie Fandom.
Narrate.
Shiten Shitsuru and Abyssal Greer in a menage a trois. Oh my
swear to
god.
that I've
There we go.
cleared the
Their
right.
own stream.
What's up, DiLorenzo? It's your person, Puddie. And
Whoop. My bad. That's not right at all.
Like, so what?
And yes, I did rake them across the coals yesterday.
Oh,
So now let's start with.
Oh, right. I think this is right after the crash out, too. So, no, you didn't rake anybody across the coals. What are you talking about? You had the biggest crash out in the world.
crash out,
the
crash
most
out,
obvious.
crash
All
out,
involved
crash
with
out.
scrolling. And this
Everything you get is from Rush the Cat. Like, Rush the Cat is your #1 source of news. I'm surprised if Rush the Cat doesn't spoon feed you your breakfast in the morning. Everything needs to come from Rush the Cat.
I wonder why.
I mean, is Rush supposed to be?
so there's
I wish Puddie would just unmute.
so that's just scratching the iceberg.
That way there's like context for this. Watch Mojo, Miss Mojo.
Oh, wait. Whoops.
Are you just skipping ahead a little bit?
I forgot to hit share the audio. That's why it was muted longer than it actually was. Okay.
Dang.
I gotta go back to 3 minutes and 1.
Narrate.
There we go. Can you hear it now?
And Rush the Cat replied with, "Didn't you just threaten me about how you were going to YouTube? You are happening."
I know this where this conversation comes from.
Wait.
It comes from the fact that Jesse was talking to me at that point, and I'm like, I'm going to cover this.
It's the it's supposed to be.
So that's just scratching
I'm pretty sure Jesse's goal isn't to intimidate Rush, but just to get their point across.
the iceberg.
Imagine trying to be intimidating on Twitter of all places.
And here is a different person stating that Jesse stalks people. And this one is from Damien the Wolf. Damien in the Dark.
We don't
They did
we
that.
don't like Damien.
No.
Damien doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about regularly.
Whatever Damien is on, I want some of that because he's got to be on.
Me too.
He's got to be on the good shit to be believing the shit he believes.
That bullshit to this person. And yeah, Jesse has indeed said things that are genuinely heinous, and people still love them. And this was back with the whole...
Because that's how friendships work? You're not supposed to agree with everything 100% your friends say? The fuck? What type of robotic-ass yes-man relationship would that be if you just agree with everything your friends say?
Yeah, no. The whole fallout between Jesse and Brony fandom. I'm just commenting on what's been going on, and I was not aware that Jesse's grandmother passed away. I am so sorry for your loss there, Jesse. I know what it feels like to lose someone you care about. And here you go.
Alright, guys.
And I'm gonna...
Hello. The baby kicker is here.
Yay! I kicked 60 babies in a playground, and suddenly the parents are mad at me. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Yeah, as they should. You shouldn't be going around kicking babies, man.
I mean, I don't know. I just think kicking babies is, like, a reasonable thing to do, honestly.
Oh, now I gotta hit you out. Now.
I kicked a baby, and I'm trying to defend myself.
No, you don't have to leave. I could just edit you out. There's no problem.
Mm.
Yeah, so we're just watching Puddie's stream that they did right after the Crash Out stream. Because I covered the
Is
Crash
it
Out stream.
why I defended Black Griffin stream?
No, not that one, no.
Okay.
That one's also going to be in, but that's going to be at the end section, because we watched that one.
Oh, I didn't have access to it. Damn.
Say this now. Brony fandom is not one to be trusted. In fact,
Okay.
funny thing that I've noticed about Destiny is that they have a testimony, but no evidence. In fact, even Claire Corlett has stated this. And I'm going to read aloud the same comment from yesterday that stresses this. Found it. Aha.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
The first mistake that everybody makes in the Black Griffin controversy is that they forget to factor in what Claire is saying here. Because she says here that Gabe did not have interest in her when she was 18. And they didn't even become close friends until she was almost 20. So there's that to consider. Meaning that Claire was basically an adult by the time she started dating Gabe. And therefore should be treated as such. And something to note here that she has asked him out, and he turned her down. In fact, from from what is said about Gabe regarding his autism or some other factor, those who actually know Gabe would not describe him as sexual or even flirtatious in nature. And I am going to read aloud this part right here. The person you and so many others picture my husband to be doesn't exist. And perpetuating it is just as harmful as any of the lies people have told about me. And if you really cared about her well-being, and you want to stop spreading misinformation and promoting Ian Corlett, Claire's abusive father, and his minions' narrative, stop perpetuating the idea that Gabe is a predatory creep and listen to Michelle and Claire when they tell you that he is a kind-hearted, autistic asexual who doesn't understand why people twist everything he says into something sinister. And regarding DeviantArt McGee, this is what Claire has to say. Some rando on DeviantArt engaging in a series of jokes in which he mirrored and tone-tagged her behavior. Quite common among autistic people. And guess what? While I do stand by my own apology of being acephobic towards Jessie, I was actually mirroring and tone-tagging their own behavior. So, for the love of God, stop twisting me into this sexual deviant. I'm not that. Okay? You're right.
You made a sexual harassment playlist, my dude.
Exactly.
It didn't call Jessie Sugar Tits. So...
And this is my biggest gripe with the Black Griffin controversy, because none of you looked at the comments yourself outside of a screenshot and through a link. I've looked at the offending comment about Gabe and Claire being married on Twitter back when the controversy first came up in 2024. We shouldn't be covering this bullshit in 2026. But I digress, because I have a question for the anti-Griffin crowd. Do you just use cherry-picked screenshots straight from your document? You just cherry-pick your own freaking evidence. Almost identical to Black Griffin. Sorry.
Oh, so it's okay when Puddie cherry picks evidence, but not when anyone else does it.
Yeah. That's crazy. It's okay for Puddie to cherry pick fucking evidence. Like...
Damn.
Let me
Never,
see.
never knew that was socially acceptable for Puddie. Gotta love it when single-sided standards are a thing. Sorry if I sound tired, it's literally just because I had a long-ass day today.
Don't blame me at all.
Well, let's talk about Destiny here. You claim to be... The I Believe Destiny crowd claims to believe victims, and also Mike, Claire, and I both specifically add, without evidence and only testimony, but Michelle's testimony wasn't good enough for any of you? What about Claire's? In fact, they actually asked Lazy Bedhead this. Because they did not factor in Claire or Michelle at all. In fact, the reality is, Balgi from the Op Block and Beckett of Cope and Seethe were the first people who attempted to get their side of the story. Right? Fucking shameful.
But you even talking is shameful, but okay.
Alright. And now, let's talk about YouTube.
They went back to muting themselves. I don't know what the heck they did, but they muted themselves again. Audio engineer, everybody.
Damn.
Because they muted themselves at the start of the stream. They didn't notice until about 3 minutes later. And now it's muted again. That's crazy. This still... Oh my god. I'm so gonna have to edit out so much dead air.
Yeah. The only writing you could argue that they're good at is their so-called murder fix. But, yeah. Still shit.
Thank God I never actually watched this all the way through, because I didn't know they muted themselves again. Because this being muted is somehow, to me, comedy gold. Oh my god.
How long did Puddie even make the video?
95 minutes, so about an hour and something. Let me check. Because I still have it on my phone. An hour, 35 minutes, and 54 seconds. And probably half of it is just muted dead air.
Probably. I mean, this is Puddie, so...
Yeah, not the most professional of audio engineers. I mean, there's a scuff stream, like how Lio, Gray, or I would have, but then there's this.
Did they even post anything recently?
After that apology thing, I don't think so.
Damn. Don't know why they're suddenly on this apology phase.
Oh, okay, they did 2 Portal streams after that. That apology stream.
No. Not the Portal fucking stream.
Yeah, they played Portal and did Portal 2.
That's my game. That's my fucking game.
Damn.
Okay, beat them up. I swear to God.
Damn.
Great, that's another fandom we gotta get them out of. Because I am into Portal fandom. Oh, but speaking of that, well, this is Dead Air.
Oh.
Did the thing go up?
No, I thought someone joined.
Now the camera froze.
How about now?
Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna hop off. I'm getting tired. Alright.
But yeah, once again.
Pause that.
need to change my thing again? Alright. Alright. How's this? Better? No? Alright.
Now fix the camera.
Alright. Now, aside from that, we're gonna have a little discussion about consent.
Right. Consent.
Because yesterday, yes, I was kind of, recorded without my prior knowledge.
No, you were not.
I do not consent to something that I have not been made aware of.
You were aware. You were in there for 49 seconds. We shouldn't have to go over this over and over again. You were in there for 49 seconds. I could pull up the clip.
While yes, I have acted like out of character and whatnot.
Out of character, you acted perfectly in character.
I've been dealing with
Your crash out was almost performative.
this shit for a whole year.
All you had to do was never interact with Destiny Doodles. You could have just carried on with your life. You did this to yourself.
So, let's talk.
This is your fault.
How exactly would Abyssal Gray know exactly my hometown and my home state on top of my real name if I've never told anybody in this fandom prior?
One, you put it in your fanfics. Two, it wasn't Gray who started using it first, it was me. I hate the fact that you don't give me the credit that I am due. You constantly say Gray is the Puddie Lies account. No, I'm the Puddie Lies account. I'm the Victims of Sonicphobia account. The Victims of Puddie account. I found your email in the fucking metadata of your garbage document. I pointed out that you used your real name, real locations, and real friends in your fanfic. Give me my flowers, dude.
It logically doesn't make sense, because there is no actual indicator that Allison Hedgehog or Allison Black is me in a fanfic. But the funny thing is, Abyssal says before they started reading my fanfic, oh, I know exactly what their name is, so I'm gonna start misgendering this part of Puddie's life, because when I was a teenager, I only went by she, her. And then, as I started becoming an adult, I started leaning more towards they, them. So, it's more of a coming-of-age story, where you gotta fill in the gaps. And there is another misconception about me floating around that I've stalked somebody. I did not. In fact, I can easily prove this with a comment that Rush the Cat made. Because Jesse says, point blank, we'll contact their YouTube buddies, call Sonic and you out if you keep this up. And for context, Rush was being threatened. In fact, I can easily prove that by hopping onto Twitter.
Yes, hop onto Twitter of all places to show he was threatened by Jesse. Threatened by Jesse. Okay.
Alright.
Not to say Jesse's like some dainty little flower or anything. My point is Jesse's goal isn't to intimidate. That's not what Jesse's here for. Jesse's doing what they're doing because people like you are slandering them. But they're not trying to intimidate. Jessie is simply standing up for herself. Why are you biting your lip like that? You can't tell me Puddie doesn't look like a thumb. Like, hold your thumb up in front of your face and compare it to Puddie.
Here's what they have to say
You can't tell me Puddie doesn't look like a thumb.
about Jessie. Jessie just believes Destiny because she's in the same harassment group. She's already made up her mind that Gabe is guilty and ignores all other info that comes forward because, like you, she cannot stand the other side. Just block. And yes, because he thinks blocking's useless unless you're threatening him. He is a man that rather believes the crazy cyberstalker than their victim. And here's exactly what Rush the Cat finds. Barry tries to help Destiny. Destiny refused and sent a hate mob. They were part of it. I fought back. Naturally, you twisted it to make her the bad one and tried to play the victim. And everything lined up thanks to the craziness. And I will forever be grateful for Rush for believing me. Because Doodleston has tried to paint me as this crazy person, but it failed.
You are.
And look here.
Look here. Look, listen.
Hurting someone without their knowledge can be seen as a direct invasion of their personal space and rights, especially in private settings where there is a reasonable expectation of privacy. The criminal consequences is in states where all-party consent laws, unauthorized recordings are in fact illegal.
Oh, wow.
Violators can be charged with a misdemeanor or a felony, depending on the circumstances and use of recording. And since that was used for malicious intent, I'm not impressed.
Who's trying to impress you?
And the person being recorded may file a civil lawsuit for damages claiming emotional distress, embarrassment, or defamation. And that is exactly where Duck is probably going to get into legal trouble with me because you can clearly see that they've caused emotional distress, embarrassment, and defamation. And they're inadmissible in court, oftentimes. But reputational? If you're caught secretly recording, it can face disciplinary action, termination, or damage to their reputation. And now, let's talk about Abyssal Grey for a second here. Specifically, the big crime that they committed. Doxing.
Of course you're
In
putting
fact,
what I did on Gray.
One individual has actually caught wind of Jesse trying to dox me, and that would be Ted E. Bear. And they got a screenshot of that, and I will be posting that on my channel forum. So let's talk. The simple act of sharing publicly available information is not by itself a crime. Doxing crosses the line into criminal behavior when it's coupled with malicious intent and results in actions like harassment, stalking, or making threats. Since I have already proven that I was stalked and harassed by Doodles Gin already,
Show the proof.
the intent is clearly to cause fear, significant emotional distress, or to encourage others to harm or harass the victim. And it becomes a component of a criminal offense.
Component.
This transformation from
Component. English. Do you speak
a
it?
privacy violation to a crime is based on its use as a tool for intimidation or harm. Posting someone's address online is one thing, but posting it with a message encouraging people to show up and frighten the resident is what criminal triggers.
Mind you, nobody put Puddie's address out. We don't know Puddie's address. We only found your name through the email that was on your doc. We do not know your email. I mean, we do not know your address. And even if we had your address, we wouldn't put it out. You put out your name, your brother's name. I gotta check Deaf and Autism again, my copy, because you updated it. But I need to see if you have your mother's name in there. Your college friends' names, you used their real names. You doxed them and yourself. That's your fault. It did when we called you out for making a doc by putting your email on there. You created a Jesse phishing account and started pretending it was a friend so you can try and get away with editing. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Criminal statutes. Thankfully, Abyssal Grey is safe-ish in that regard because they do not know exactly where I live.
And even if Gray knew, Gray wouldn't put that out. Because as much as Gray doesn't like you, Gray is not going to put you in any danger. Even though you think we're coming to kill you. Oh, shut up. Gosh, did I need it? No, I didn't.
So if they post my in real life address online and say, "Hey, go harass this person,"
Gray's not going to do that.
send whatever to their mail or whatever. If it's encouraging people to show up and frighten me, that would trigger criminal statutes. The act would be viewed as part of a course of conduct intended to torment or threaten an individual. And I kind of feel really threatened right now.
Yeah, Gray wouldn't fucking do that because Gray knows what it's like to be doxxed. The person you're trying to cozy up to, Buttons, doxed Gray in the past before. So no, Gray wouldn't do that even if we had your address. I wouldn't do that, for one. And even if I were to do something as stupid as that, everybody would jump down my fucking throat. So no. If we had your address, none of us would fucking post it.
Resulting harm is also a factor. If the publication
Nobody's
of private
going to
data
harm you.
leads directly to stalking, physical violence, or significant emotional trauma for the victim, the person who shared that information can be held responsible. It is this link between shared information and the intent to cause harm that forms the basis of criminal charges. And in addition to federal statutes, many states have enacted their own laws that can be used to prosecute doxing. And, yeah. Saying my real name and using my hometown and home state.
Well, sue me, because I'm using publicly available information. You putting it in your fanfic, whether it's a fictitious story or not, that's still your real information. And you doing that makes it publicly available. No matter how much I think Ted's a fucking dirtbag for using Duplex and Jesse's face, no. I don't think the Jesse one was public. The Duplex one, yeah, that was public. Even though he face doxed Duplex in a malicious manner, I will give it to him that it was publicly available because Duplex did post it, but it wasn't used. Oh, so my teeth just clicked. It wasn't fucking. Yeah, you get the point.
In your Twitter bio on some BS receipts account that you make.
That's my account. Why are you putting that on Gray? Give me my fucking flowers. Puddie Lies is my account.
That is actually considered a form of harassment.
No, it's not.
All 50 states have laws against stalking and harassment and frequently applied to online conduct by focusing on the perpetrator's intent to harass, annoy, or alarm the victim. A growing number of states have passed laws that specifically addresses the act of posting personal identifying information online with malicious intent. Both Duck and Abyssal Gray both do this.
No, they did not.
Like, for example,
the only one out of the group that does that is me, and I do it to a careful extent. I would not post your home address. I wouldn't even post your name if I didn't fact check it 1,000 times to make sure it wasn't publicly available. Like, no matter what way you try to spin it, if you put it online, it is publicly available. No matter what way you try to spin it. That's how it is. I don't make the rules. Like how you keep saying I doxed Red Devil. Let me look at this channel. Let me look at this channel to see if the picture is still up. Okay, channel's pulled up. And the picture is still up of his PSN account with his first and last name on it. You can look at Red Devil's channel. He has a picture of his PSN account with his first and last name on there, making it publicly available. So just because I said the name Chase Amos on Twitter does not make it doxing. He made it publicly available. Just like you putting Allison Mae Black in your fanfiction makes it publicly available. If you post it, it is available. If it was not posted, I would not use it.
Example. Some state laws make it a misdemeanor to electronically distribute identifying information to cause unwanted physical contact, injury, or harassment.
Mind you, we do not promote any of that. We publicly disavow anything past internet shit.
Harassment by a third party.
And you know this.
These laws directly target the modern reality of doxing. The civil liability is that separate from criminal prosecution, a person who doxes someone can be sued in civil court. Meaning, the victim can seek monetary damages for the harm they have suffered. A process that is independent of any...
You know, I would love to see Puddie and Cyrax just in a room shouting legal jargon at each other. Because both of these lolcows think they know the law. Like, I would just love to see them shouting legal jargon at each other.
Criminal charges. One...
Because both of them fucking love pretending like they know the law and trying to use it to scare the people they're beefing with.
Common claim is intentional infliction of emotional distress. A victim must prove that the doxer's conduct was extreme and outrageous, and that it directly caused severe emotional distress. The high standards for this claim means that it's reserved for particularly egregious cases. Another relevant claim is the invasion of privacy, specifically through the public discourse closure of private facts. And Abyssal Grey and their crew have publicly stated my real name, my hometown, and the state that I live in. And that is an invasion of privacy. And now, there are actual penalties for this. And it increases based on the harm that Abyssal Grey could cause. Like, if I try to commit suicide, they can end up to 10 years for if I have serious bodily injury, 20 years if I get permanently disfigured, and if I successfully committed suicide, life imprisonment if the stalking led to the victim's death.
Okay.
Violations of state laws are often classified as misdemeanors, resulting in jail time up to 1 year and fines from $1,000 to $3,000. In cases where doxing leads to bodily injury, penalties can be enhanced. So yeah. It is very obvious that Abyssal Grey has doxed me.
No.
Only one person in the Billy Vesta fandom knows exactly where I live, so just know that I can not really afford a lawyer at the time, so if I wind up dead at any point in time, just know that it was 100% on them.
No, it's not.
And who's aware of your... There are places where not all parties need consent. Well, if Duck lives in an all-consent state, they're gonna end up in serious legal trouble. Because I did not consent at all. No. Mm-mm.
Do it. Look.
If I have a cop relative...
No.
Just for consultation. I am honestly not sure. Like, at this point, I might have to decide to go to law school just so that I could be my own lawyer. Oy vey. And now, while we are...
Oh, so you're gonna be the next Carmine Persico. Huh? You're gonna go to court and defend yourself and fucking lose. You're going to lose. I was in the live at this point in time. I didn't watch this all the way through, but I was in the live at this point in time. Sadly, because this stream was privated, you can't see the live chat anymore. I downloaded this vid, but Andrew calling me in the live chat after Puddie just said this. Andrew said, any person that defends themselves in court has a fool for a client. And the thing... Oh my god. Let me look up some statistics for a second. How many people have defended themselves in court as their own lawyer and lost? Statistical probability. 80%. 80 to 90%. 94% of the time they were convicted. Oh, there's no way you're gonna be your own lawyer, Puddie. This is not gonna work.
Talking about consent. Let's talk about the sexual kind.
Is this where you're gonna finally give me my fucking props?
Because over on the Abyssal Grey Receipts account,
that's ran by
let's
me.
just say...
No, wait, no. The Puddie Receipts.
Let's just say there's going to be issues, you know? Like, big time.
Come on, mention the name. Shiten Shitsuru. Because I replied to it on my Shiten account.
Because Abyssal Grey has sent my friend, Pimp
Not your
Barnaby.
friend. Your friend doesn't exist.
And pinup art is sexual. So, already, Abyssal Gray has landed themselves into a lot of hot water. Because here's what my friend said. After careful consideration, I decided to cancel this order because there are rumors about you using generative AI and the fact that you bullied someone to suicide. Not to mention...
1. Buttons didn't do it, even though Buttons should. 2. Buttons was not bullied at all. So I don't know why you keep saying Gray bullied Buttons off to suicide. Buttons didn't even fucking do it, even though Buttons is a coward who should pop their good lung.
That I didn't order anything from you. So this makes your commission a scam. If I decide I want pinup art of Barnaby from Welcome Home, I will go to an artist that's reputable. I do not consent to being sexualized, and I also do not consent to Abyssal Gray recording any of my stuff moving forward.
Too bad. I would go on to do it multiple more times. This upcoming video, though, you better thank your lucky stars. This is the last
now
time
let's talk about using real places in a fictional setting. Before Abyssal Gray decided to just flat out dox me, nobody knew where I lived except for one person. And I do not think they want to talk to me. And to that specific person, please keep my address to yourself.
Don't worry, they're going to. As long as you keep theirs safe.
Because I used...
If you dox this person, I swear to God I'm going to...
I used a real town fictitiously.
That doesn't matter.
Same with what the Percy Jackson stories do with New York City, Las Vegas, etc., etc., etc.
That's different.
So, would that be...
That's different. You can use any location in the world. You chose to use your actual hometown. You chose to use your actual hometown, your actual college campus, your actual college friends' names, your actual brother's name, your actual mother's name, your actual sister's name. Why would you use all of that fictitiously when you could have just made something up? That's on you.
Be considered doxing if an actual guy named Percy Jackson lives in New York City? No. That would be called a coincidence. But the fact that Abyssal Gray has my personal identifiable information and
because
has
you
gleefully
used
spread it, that is not just doxing, but that is doxing with malicious intent.
It pisses me off that to this day, they still blame Duck. Duck never recorded you. You were in the VC with your camera on for 49 seconds. If anybody consented to anything, it was you. I don't know how many live streams you have to put out where you're repeating the same broken record voice over and over again. You did in the 2 I covered, and you did it on this one. I'm telling you, I'd have a better chance of getting through to an anime fan that Bleach isn't part of the hypothetical big three. And I'm not talking about your standard anime fan, I mean the ones that haven't moved out of their mother's basement and set fire to their body pillows of 14-year-old schoolgirls, and they're barely mobile because they're fat and unwashed neckbeard. So, this section is a completely new one. Section 2 was going to be about something else, then the stream viewing was going to be the previous section. But because something happened and the original Section 2 had to be completely scrapped out of respect and for their privacy, for a while now my friends and I have been in a Twitter war with a guy by the name of Nick Bear, a mutual of Puddie's. And he was clamoring for Duplex's video on Blackish to come out, and I decided to tell him that I was planning a section on him in this video. That was until some idiot decided to dox his girlfriend, who was not a part of our activities at all. If anything, she and Maddie were trying to end the bickering. I'm going to get back to the topic of the video in a second, but I want to make this clear. Doxing is not okay. It will never be okay. And if I find any of you in my audience have doxed somebody or harassing, brigading the people mentioned in this video, I will personally give you the beating your father has never given you. I'm not afraid of turning my anger against each and every single one of you and clowning you for being the dumb shits you shouldn't have been. And I know what the pro-Puddie crowd is going to say. But Shiten, you doxed Red Devil! First of all, you're a Puddie fan, so your IQ is definitely equal to the room temperature of Alaska. Red posted a picture of his PSN account to his YouTube community post tab, and that had his name on it, making it publicly available. Should I have used this name on Twitter? Maybe, maybe not, but at the end of the day, I didn't dox him. And once again, like the broken record I am, I did not dox Puddie. No matter how many times they want to say that we wizard their email, it came from the fanfiction. As for Puddie though, Puddie felt they needed to put their 2 cents into the situation by apologizing to everyone. Except Asanoki P. They didn't apologize to Duck at all. Not on Twitter, and not on the stream they made. It's Puddie though, so granted it feels half-baked and disingenuous. They didn't even apologize to Duplex for calling them a pedophile until I had to quote tweet them saying the things that they didn't apologize for. I'll read it verbatim for you. I owe a lot of apologies myself. Maddie, I'm sincerely sorry that another ex-vigilante connection of mine accidentally hurt you. I cut ties with them after learning about it through anons and blocking them. Doodles Jin, dude, you hurt an ex-friend of mine and expected me not to retaliate. So yes, I defended Black Griffin to get back at you. So my apologies for calling you things that simply aren't true, even though you called me things that are flat out false like a Zionist. Barry, I know I'm not exactly a good person, but I'm sorry if I accidentally hurt you. My pride and fury at Doodle's Gin blinded me. I did not defend Black Griffin solely out of spite. There's something else causing me to defend him that I'm not currently at liberty to share. To be painfully clear, I still believe Claire, but I'm not going to defend anyone, not even myself, because it is blatantly obvious that everything I say will be twisted out of context. Now to everyone else, people on both sides got fucking hurt because of you believing Brony Fando and using that lunatic as a fucking source. I don't give a shit what your thoughts on Black Griffin are, but your behavior is inhumane and cruel. Stay the fuck away from me. Gray, I said shit to you that I regret the most, even though you are a lying motherfucker. The most I can do is apologize. I'm not good at apologies, but I need to tell you that Lily Greenwich has zero relation to you at all. I called you a name you were not comfortable with and thought to repurpose it into an anti-hero OC to get it off your back. Not made in malice. I told Ted not to use that name on you on my private account. I'm disappointed in him, but I know he can change. I had Ted approve it first because I know it's sensitive. Since I'm under the trans umbrella as a gender-fluid card against humanity, I thought it was safe. I have mistakenly misgendered you a few times, and I also apologize for that. Now just leave me alone and let me cook. But spoiler, Lily Greenwich and Echo do get together as a couple in an isekai fanfic. Shiten, sorry for assuming you were racist. Turns out you're just an asshole. Now seriously, stop using my photo to harass me. Then I had to reply like, I don't see an apology for calling me a nonce, any apology towards Duplex at all, running multiple grave victim accounts, fishing Jesse. Yeah, the apology feels half-baked, cause I'm sorry, but it's a fake statement used to avoid true accountability. No, I don't accept. Take care. Only then, they finally apologized to Duplex. Like, did I forget someone? I think I did. Duplex, my apologies for calling you that thing, and for having that fucking ex-vigilante connection use your photo. I'm just uncomfortable seeing adults talk about has-been hotel with minors because of Valentino. I'm going to admit that I'm not the best at apologizing, but I'm trying my best here. So of course, our group decided to do a watch party on their apology. So as you may, Editor Shiten, roll the footage. Just like earlier, here's a timestamp to skip to.
Proud of myself at all for things that
Okay, thank
I've
goodness
said.
I had literally just started watching the video, but thank God I can fucking rage bait with a bunch of others.
Yeah, so hopefully they didn't apologize to you on Twitter, Dak, so I'm hoping you'll get your apology in the stream. Because I don't think
I
it's
won't.
right they didn't fucking apologize to you.
Nah, they won't. They won't apologize to me, I'll be honest.
Yeah, because I had to reply on them to Twitter that they have a whole bunch of other shit to apologize to me for that they did not. They only apologize for assuming I'm a racist. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, this is gonna be in my Puddie video. So, yeah. Okay. Wait, fuck, this is only 15 minutes? What the fuck?
Yeah, I think they ended it
Hey
early
there.
because the stream didn't really
Puddie
go
here.
over well.
Ah.
I'm gonna be honest. Everybody makes mistakes, and I've made
Yeah, your parents
plenty
definitely made a
of them.
mistake.
I am not proud of myself at all for things that I've said to the people in the I Believe Destiny crowd. I am not proud at all. And I've also did things that I'm not proud of at all. I am not good at apologies.
Oh yeah, you're shit at apologies. I'm gonna just say that. You're only
But
good
I'm
at
more than
avoiding
willing to
apologizing.
apologize.
You've done it with me multiple times, so... They only apologize when they get caught, not that they actually did it. They only do it when they get caught.
This is not easy for me to admit that I've made mistakes. And And it's not easy for me to admit that I've made mistakes out of anger.
Oh my god.
You know what is easy, Puddie? Writing a script so you can be more coherent and not have any dead air. Write a
For
script.
real.
Hi, Gray. Hi, Blue. Hi, Gray. Hi, everybody. Hi, Mia.
Hi.
Almathia, I mean, I'm sorry.
Hello.
No, it's okay.
Hey,
It's
guys. Like, for real, write a script. If you're going to apologize, just write a fucking script. It's not going to make you less genuine or less insincere.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the video because that's the typical YouTube way of like getting an apology and then people start shitting on you.
I'm still pissed how I'ma be blunt and say it pisses me off how Puddie had the audacity to make a fake apology to everyone but me.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'ma just say
That's crazy. Everybody got an apology on their Twitter except Duck. Like, why?
Apologize to Duplex for
Yeah,
I don't know, like
they didn't
them
apologize.
calling the a pedophile because they talk Has-Been Hotel with minors.
Yeah, they didn't apologize to Duplex either until I fucking had to call them out for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't see an apology to Duplex, and then they had to add Duplex in because I fucking called them out on their shit.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I can't even hear the video. Sorry.
no, that's yeah.
That's interesting.
And part of my defense of Black Griffin was from a place of anger because
Oh my god.
a friend of mine,
A place of anger. Yeah.
ex-friend of mine, have gotten hurt. And when
Oh
I
my
found out who
gosh.
did it, I was mad.
Wait, are they talking
Still a
about
little
me?
unhappy about it.
Oh,
Yep.
I don't care that I got hurt. Just get over it, Puddie.
Yeah,
They're parasocial. They're so fucking parasocial. I like Blue. I'm sorry, Blue. I'm gonna say this again. I'm sorry that I did attack you like last year, and I know that we did make amends, so which is great. But then Putty's like using that like as an excuse. But for Putty to like not letting it go and use that excuse just like makes me really angry.
there was when me and Gray, not me and Gray, what me and Barry, when we were playing Gary's mod, Barry told me that Puddie had even given Barry an apology.
Yeah, I have it pulled up. I'm gonna read off the names of the people who got an apology. First is Maddie, Jesse, Barry, Gray. Gray got an apology. I got an apology.
Except mine was like really a non-apology though.
Right.
I am the one that gets the non-apology, and then Gray gets like a half-ass apology, and then a nonsense about why they made Gray and Oates a literally caricature,
Yeah.
literal black caricature
and thought like, oh, that's not racist.
I didn't even get a
It brought-
paragraph. I just got like 3 little sentences. And then I had to
Yeah.
quote them and say, you didn't even fucking apologize to Duplex. Then they're like, did I forget somebody? Oh, I think I did. Duplex. Like, bro. The only one that didn't get an apology in this thread is Duck. And that's crazy.
Was there too pussy to admit they told me to kill myself?
Yeah. I don't know if they did anything to you, Mouthy Up, but if they did, if Puddie did, they didn't apologize to you either.
Nah, they did shit to me, but I still fucking love that shit.
Nope. Yep.
But yeah, I had to fucking tell them I don't see an apology for calling me a nonce, any apology to Duplex at all, running multiple grave victim accounts and fishing Jesse. They didn't apologize for any of that. Like,
So here's my part. Duels, Jane. Dude, you hurt an ex-friend of mine and expected me not to retaliate. So yes, I defended Black Griffin to get back at you. So my apologies for calling you things simply aren't true. Even though you call me things that are flat out false, like a Zionist, which they told me that the reason why is, quote, Hamas is raping Palestinians. And I don't feel comfortable showing my face anymore.
okay, so what?
Alright, we'll do next.
Then they want to talk about some. I'm sorry for assuming you're a racist, Shiten. Turns out you're just an asshole. Now seriously, stop using my photos to harass me. No, fuck you. You called me a fucking nonce live on air. I'm going. Your picture is in my fucking thumbnail for your video. I don't give a flying fuck. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm. I also aligning with the pedophile, even though you love Black Griffin, who's already a creep. So Puddie has no problems aligning with fucking creeps. No problem at fucking at all. I've made a mistake. Turning to an ex-contact of mine for help when allegations against me were brought up. Blind allegations. Yeah. Shut the fuck up, Puddie. This is not an easy thing for me to say. Not easy to me to say. Because of what said ex-contact was doing and has continued to do since I cut them off, people have gotten hurt. Yeah, because of you, Puddie. Many people have gotten hurt. Can you pause for a minute? Yeah, because, like, you didn't even expect that Swan would get hurt. And from what I heard from Swan is that you're just a one-sided friendship. You just don't care about the only thing you care about is yourself, honey. That's why you just wanted the...
Exactly. Puddie just does not care for anybody but themselves.
Also, Gray, why is it for me that your mic is, like, echoing? Or am I on? Ah, damn.
It sounds like you're in a cave.
Yeah. Yeah, that's better. But yeah, no, it's like they don't even admit that they told me to kill myself, and yet they're willing to admit to say all this shit. Like, let's be honest, that's not.
Hey. People have gotten hurt because I defended Black Griffin, but nobody knows the full reason why I did it in the first place.
You defending Black Griffin has nothing to do with anything.
Nope. No.
People have gotten hurt because you hurt them. Because you ran behind alternate accounts and slandered people with your fake fucking victims of Abyssal Grey accounts. You went and made a fake Jesse account using Jesse's username. You did that. Stop putting it on you defending Black Griffin. That has nothing to do with anything. You defending Black Griffin didn't.
Okay, I think Gary is talking. Yeah, because like I was surprised that they went out of their way to not just like get Biden's as a source, but learning about Isaac Blooms, and then I also watched a few videos about like how this guy is like generally the worst. Yeah, I am not happy with Puddie either. So you're in the right to call them out for that, Gray.
Swear I can't hear Gray.
I do.
Nah.
But a select few of you did get a glimpse into the big reason why I defended Black Griffin, and I am not justifying anything. In fact, I'm not even going to bother defending myself because I know things will be twisted out of context.
Okay. Out of context. Always out of context.
It's always out of context with Puddie in it.
Right, because you just can't be held accountable. That's the biggest thing Puddie is afraid of, fucking accountability. No, we just take things out of context.
They've got this medical condition going on where, like, if they take accountability, they, like, fucking die.
For real.
And I apologize to anyone who I've hurt either by accident or on purpose. I cannot apologize enough.
Oh, fuck you, Puddie. Seriously. I have witnessed the bullshit you have pulled, and I do not
Yeah,
believe
keep making
you.
up stuff, Puddie.
And I know that not everyone is going to be forgiving.
True.
Small part of my defense of Black Griffin is out of anger because I operate by eye for an eye. So, back when Barry and I were both friends, Barry got themselves accidentally tangled into the Black Griffin situation by acting as the middleman. And they got hurt. Big time. And when I first found out that they got hurt, I hurt too. Badly.
Sure
That
you did.
hurt quickly turned into fury. And I
Yeah, and that
swore.
was a fucking mistake on your end, Puddie.
Puddie's whole
Yeah,
existence was a
bitch.
mistake. Like, being blunt.
Yeah, honestly. Like, I normally don't say that kind of thing, but yeah.
Track down the person who has hurt my friend so that I could block them for my own safety. And I found out who did it, and turns out I already blocked them. And that was when I just decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. Am I proud of myself?
That would be me because I called them out. I called them out, and then they blocked me, and then I had to talk with them, and then they sent their one of the minor followers to tattletale on me because I was pissed that they try to hurt Destiny. Did this out of spite because like they wanted to attack Destiny that bad.
No. Absolutely not. However, things have... well, they've gotten pretty heated, like, sometime in, like, July or August. Or every time Fandom...
Come on.
Oh my god.
mentioned me
by name. I found out that they're Zionists, and I call them out. I should not use like my other accounts, but I laid it on them, and then they quote unquote got me back by doing like, "Hey, sugar tits, look at my sexual harassment playlist."
Ugh.
Disgusting. They did it in July. They did it in June, and then they did it in November, I think. Yeah, mostly in November. Twice. Out of spite.
Name. Back when I was referred to as Sonicphobia 0601.
You're still Sonicphobia. Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Fandom mentioned me by name at least 6 different times. And that
When?
You're so sorry.
YouTuber, oh my god!
In a lot of danger because, well, people were trying to harass me simply because of the game I like.
How they ask me?
Yeah,
People are trying to harass me.
Yeah, you totally got harassed. Right? Totally.
And try to paint me as someone who is very mentally unwell when, the truth be told,
You are!
You are mentally unwell. You wrote about your fucking brother getting killed by Barnaby, and your brother is alive and well.
Me getting killed too!
Yeah.
By
They also
fucking Barnaby!
they also
Yeah,
mentioned something
literally.
about making some fanfic about me getting killed.
Oh, gross.
If I
Yeah,
remember
dude.
correctly. It was on a
Oh,
live, but they
really?
cut it off.
Yeah,
Really?
they're big.
Yeah, it was on the same one that they admitted that they told me to off myself. It was on that stream where they admitted that publicly.
Oh, damn.
So
I
think it was one of the ones they deleted, yeah.
a little bit mentally unwell. But
A
not
little?
so mentally
A lot
unwell that
mentally
I'm
unwell, my
delusional,
dude.
because
Very
I
mentally unwell. Psychosisly. And yet I was the one with the, I was the one being, armchair psychology that I was, schizophrenic with bipolar disorder, not autistic at all. That's from Puddie, Rush, and Summer. That said that after my grandmother had died. And I'm still angry about that.
As you should be.
Yeah.
Don't blame you.
me as someone who is very mentally unwell when, the truth be told, I am
You are.
a little bit mentally unwell. But not so mentally unwell that I'm delusional, because I've done my research well before I've made my decision. On top of the info that I'm not really allowed to share. So to those affected parties who have been doing live streams on me and whatnot, can you do me one of the biggest favors on the planet? And, well,
Why?
talk to me after this stream.
No.
Because
I already talked to you. There is nothing
Yeah,
left to
no.
talk
We
about.
tried.
I'm going to put in the thing where I talk to you in the video. You and I talked over
To talk to
Tumblr.
you, but then you had
Nobody
to
talks.
shut us up because, like, oh, it's the perpetual finger pointing. It's the perpetual finger pointing. Holy shit! I'm sorry. I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, like I talked to you and you just kept fucking blocking me on Tumblr, so there's nothing left to say to you.
Yeah, and I got blocked by Puddie on my main, so
After I do my last video on you, I'm done. I'm not talking about you ever again. Because there's nothing left to fucking talk about, Puddie. So no, I'm not gonna fucking talk to you. And the instances that of my video that has your face, it's just gonna have your face. Oh well. You've had your face in videos for years. Cope. Cope's even more.
at this point, I feel like it's best that you know specifically why I defended Black Griffin. Like, it's a wide multitude of reasons, and it's not just...
We already know why. You're freaking parasocial over the freaking Barnaby character. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason.
No one should advise it, just Black Griffin. Me. Everybody else is mentally unwell.
If it were somebody else voicing and singing for Barnaby, you would be treating that person the exact same as you're treating Gabriel. There's no difference. Somebody's just voicing your comfort character, you're gonna fucking back them. That's why you're defending Black Griffin, and there's no other reason. No matter how many reasons you want to say there are, Puddie, there's not. That's the only reason. He voices your comfort character.
Be a spiteful asshole. And again, I'm bad at verbal apologies, but I've publicized my Twitter.
You're also bad at text apologies as well, so fuck off.
Twitter account. Specifically for this. So, no, I did not defend Black Griffin solely out of spite. It's a small factor, but it's not the big reason. And let me be honest, people on both sides of the equation have gotten hurt badly. And yesterday an incident happened where one of the people who was completely uninvolved in the Black Griffin situation got doxxed because of the fact that her boyfriend was picking on those who have been, well, live streaming me and making me uncomfortable. I mean...
No.
Of course, you gotta make this about yourself. How can I make this about me?
Make this about me.
That's not the reason. You weren't involved at all. Nick was fucking defending Blackish.
Here's my thing. You know, the only reason they became friends with Darren Why? Wait, who's
I think someone was trying to say something.
Oops.
I'm trying to look funny.
I'm sorry, somebody was trying to make a point.
I was trying to look funny, but I failed so bad. I was trying to do funny.
Okay, but no. You were not involved at all. This was not about you, Puddie. Swan got doxxed stupidly because Nick was defending Blackish from Duplex. You were not involved at all. This is not because we are making videos on you. Duplex has not made a single video nor a live stream on you, so why are you making this about yourself? The only people that talked about you were me and Gray. Idiot.
Okay, here's the thing. The reason why Puddie is friends with Swan and Bear, and this was like when Swan was on her homophobic, racist campaign, is because they have the same hate as me, for me, only. Yes.
People have gotten hurt on both sides. And I'm not proud of it.
You should not be proud of honey.
But someone got doxxed because of the beef. So I am willing to be the bigger.
No, not what happened, buddy. Not what happened.
It is not what happened at all.
Person and apologize for anything that I've said or did. I know I apologized on Twitter, but I am not sure if anyone would forgive me after this.
I wouldn't.
Nope.
I'm definitely not.
I'd honestly rather kill myself than forgive Puddie.
Yeah, because Puddie made you look stupid.
Yeah. And
then told you to kill yourself.
And then they're like, oh, you take antifreeze. Like, come on. Do I need to like?
Puddie made you look stupid by having you on an interview stream and not even told you their side, like what the things they did to the anti-Griffin crowd, as they would call it.
Yeah.
They didn't even tell you a single thing they did wrong. They just made themselves look like the victim. Oh, we're attacking them. Like, shut the fuck up, Puddie.
I wish I didn't want to be on this planet anymore.
And then the minute I call them out on it, it's like, oh, you should take antifreeze. Like,
again.
Yeah, they did do that. I know I keep harking back to this point for a good while, but like, it's still something to be pointed out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not good at apologies.
Oh, wait, sorry.
No, you were saying?
I was saying my main problem was when I was younger, I did have a really bad tendency to self-harm. And like there was times I did try to like and catch the bus. So for them just to say that, I was disgusted.
Sure, if anyone would forgive me after this.
No.
I'm just... Again, I'm not good at apologies.
Okay, no, you aren't. Shut the fuck up.
And if I was able to reveal why I defended Mr. Griffin publicly, I would. But I can't.
We know now.
I'm sorry. But I can show you privately, under the agreement that it is to not be streamed anywhere.
Thank you. Blue already told us, so now it's gonna be.
Alright. I will show privately under the agreement that it's not shown anywhere.
Okay. It's all spite. We know now.
Alright. Have a nice day, and
Have a nice day. It was all spite.
we'll be back to our
Fuck you.
regular
You need to
schedule.
shut the fuck up!
Who did that? Who did that?
That was me.
Mafia!
I will make
couldn't
you
help it,
be an
man.
adult, and you will take the accountability.
I don't need your fucking apology.
You could grovel at my feet for 1,000 years, and it.
I just feel like he's at this moment. I don't need your fucking apology.
I don't want your disingenuous, half-hearted, slimy,
No,
bitch boy
Bitch
apology.
boy.
You could grovel at my feet for 1,000 years, and it still would not be enough to get my forgiveness.
Jesus Christ.
Screw you, please.
World chaos real soon.
So that was a crock of shit.
Shit.
Fuck. Okay. I honestly thought that would be longer. Did not think that would be 15 minutes.
This is just 15 minutes about me. Everybody else is mentally unwell. Me.
It's literally
My friend, my one-sided friends got harassed, so this is gonna be about me. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Puddie. Sorry, I'm already like I need to air out some grievances, angry grievances. That is.
Yeah, it's literally the how can I make this about me meme. That's literally what it is. For Puddie to just outright lie about why Swan got doxxed, that honestly kind of pisses me off. Because nobody doxed Swan over Puddie, of all people. Of all things to make about yourself, why the fuck would you make Swan's doxing about yourself? What the fuck?
I'll be the target hero. Who fucking you?
Yes. Oh god. What did they say this time? Hmm.
Yeah, but I already know that. Sorry. Actually, I've seen you talk with Bear though, because I know that that's where you got Maddie's him blackmailing Maddie from, and that's where you put that out there on one of your Victims of Abyssal Gray Tumblr blogs. So it's not really private. It's just now. But then I see Bear talk to them on their No Anti-Griffin account. Ooh. Probably saying like threats and also how I'm gonna kill myself.
I mean, I don't know. Did Puddie just end up rambling for what was left of the stream?
Yeah, and then they were asking us to talk in private. Like, no, that time's already passed.
Yeah, we've already given you the chance, broski. Oh no.
See what? Just stop walking on your own computer.
I don't want to, because I gotta get ready to go. I just need to check real quick.
Yeah, here's the thing. They said that, oh, he shouldn't be off. You can't tell him to off himself. The police can. Bitch. Are you kidding me? Do we look stupid to you? No, I guess I still have like tabs to keep though, so.
Absolutely devastated though that they're not even leaving the Billy Bust Up community. Damn. Wait, who left? Yeah, fair enough.
Good luck on college. I've been there. It's tough, but it's good. It's fine. You'll make it through. Don't worry.
I barely made it through.
It took me about 7. It took me about like almost 5 to 6 years to graduate.
Like, I fucking hated every second at college because I swear to God, it was a music course. Gray already knows that I took a music course because, wait, do they? Wait. Yeah, I told, okay, right. But what I didn't mention was how dead serious the lecturer was with music, bro.
You get that he's trying to cut out. You kind of cut out.
Oh. It was like, I don't know how to describe it, like, but like, for our last gig before, like, the course ended, we were tasked into playing Welcome to the Black Parade, right? Oh, that was interesting.
As I stated in the live reactions, Puddie's apology was garbage. They didn't apologize to Duplex for calling them a pedophile, just because Duplex was talking to a minor in a perfectly fine manner. Let's not talk about how you're buddy-buddy with Station 13, not the Axolotl, even though they are 19, they're barely an adult, and Evie. Puddie, Evie, and 13 are minors. You also put Evie's mental health trauma into your fanfiction, which I think is weird. And guess what, Chucklefuck? I find it real hypocritical that you told Nick to bash Duplex because they talked to a minor friend about Hazbin Hotel, just because there's a few rape jokes in there or whatnot, but you share your gory, murder-filled fanfics with Evie, who again is a minor. Hi, Pottle. Hi, Pot. Meet Kettle. I'm black. Before I end things off, I just want you to know one thing, Allison. Unlike you, I don't throw around false pedo allegations like you did to Gray, Duplex, and I. Your constant attempts of apology are dog shit, and hiding behind the idea of I'm not good at apologies isn't an excuse to give the half-baked, cookie-cutter, bottom-barrel twitmonger that you call an apology. I want to make what I want out of this excruciatingly clear. No misunderstandings, no misinterpretations, only my intentions. These are my words. I don't want to hear you twist them. I don't want to hear you change them. I don't want to hear you even attempt to interpret them in any other way than in these couple of sentences. I don't want your disingenuous, half-hearted, slimy, bitch boy apology. You can grovel at my feet for 1,000 years and it still wouldn't be enough to get my forgiveness. I don't want to see wing nor plumicorn of you in my DMs, in my friends' DMs, in this comment section, or in my peripheral vision. If I see your name in my mentions, it better be you admitting to this disgusting, sleazy shit you pulled to drag Gray and our names through the mud. I want accountability from you, and that's it. As far as I know, redemption for you is not possible. Fuck off, Puddie. Thank you to those who sat through this video. Have a wonderful time. I'm out of here. Post editing Shiten here. I forgot to write in a segment for this. So here's a little bonus. It's a Tumblr discussion between Puddie and I, because they, of all of our group, for some reason, they wanted to try and clear the air with me. So here you go.
Good job, idiot! Good job, idiot! Are you stupid? Oh, you're dumb! Oh, he's dumb as fuck! Oh, that was really funny! Right in front of me!